Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vrindavan is a beautiful place where branches of kadamba trees to the grounds are bending. Showers of bright flowers are blooming. Sweet fragrance spreads everywhere. Through Vrindavan's atmosphere, boy and girl bumblebees are sporting. Rai and Kanu playful affair. What charming and graceful beauty, their own minds of clever joking, brightly bedecked with precious jewels. The right hand of Radharani, held by her dear Giridhari, sweetly, so very sweetly stepping. To their front and back are Shaki, flowers from their hands are pouring, while the others swing chamaras gently. Fragrant flowers fills that place, the moonbeam its cooling rays upon a jeweled platform that is sparkling. Rai and Kanu holding hands, dancing all around and round, how their bodies shiver upon touching. Musk and fragrant sandal paste in the hands of many Shakis, soft gardenia flowers are raining. Drops and drops of water glides down moon faces, lotus eyes, on his lips sweet flute sounds are playing. Smiling and enjoying nectar, conversing so sweet and pure, fulfills the heart's wish of Narottama. They've both dressed so wonderfully, flowers deck their hair so nicely. By their pastimes my eyes are enchanted. Munindra Vrindavanti te Triloka Shoka Harini Rasanna Vakta Pankajeni Kunja Bhubilasini Rajendra Bamnu Nandini Rajendra Sunu Shangate Kadakarishya Shiyamam Kripaka Taksha Bhajanam. So we offer our obeisances this morning, the beautiful land of Braja, which is inviting the soul to the everlasting Leela of divine love. Dear friends, please hear up this awakening call. Do not ignore your eternal treasure. Don't get lost in worldly pleasure. Don't destroy the spirit sparkling inside, which is longing for we love, to go to that land above of the Lord of Radha. My dear friends, Vrindavan is a state of consciousness, ever present everywhere, where you worship it from the core of your heart. When you call upon His name, nothing ever will be the same. You will come in contact with His sweet own longing. Krishna's longing is for Radha, Radha's longing is for Krishna. Vrindavan is the land of longing for love. Love eternal, love for all. Love in the splendid exhibition of the most wondrous situation which the Lord Himself has created through nobody less than Vrindadevi. Vrindadevi is the confidential gopi of Srimati Radhika, and she is the one who is arranging the places of the pastimes, all the way from bedecking the flower beds to the vines and kunjas in the dam. When you hear of Vrindavan, you will feel that this is really the dream place of every soul. But what is peculiar, in Vrindavana your heart is situated at the feet and can never be taken apart of that union of divine love. Divine love of Radha Krishna is the prototype of love. Is the place where all can be who are ready to share in this consciousness of concern. You see, if you want to understand Krishna, you have to understand two things. First of all, he loves Radha more than anyone, and second of all, he's in your heart. So he loves you too. And he wants you to be part of his love for Radha. And Radha wants you to be part of her love for Krishna. Now you can take either side. You want to be on Krishna's side or you want to be on Radha's side. On Krishna's side are the Gopas. On Radha's side are the Gopis. But the Gopis, they're serving the Radha Krishna Lila, and the Gopas, they're also serving the Radha Krishna Lila. So in the end, whether Gopa or Gopi, you're part of the same. This is the family of love, the ever-enchanting, ever-enhanced feature of eternal love. How can we understand this? Can we believe that? In this material world, if a boy loves a girl, that as soon as they get a little bit more intimate, like they're giving themselves the first kiss, they want to close the curtain. Now it's a private thing. Now you don't look what we are doing. It means you're separating something totally. And that is lust. There's nothing to be shared about it. Sharing what is that? It's a strange thing. Right? In the world of lust, you know, there's so many things totally lost. So how can the divine love of the divine couple be the prototype of divine universal love? That is a good question. A very good question and very necessary to dwell upon. It is because, first of all, the divine couple of Radha and Krishna, as exhibited in the Leela form, is the love of an 8-year-old boy to the girls of Braja. In the realm of joking innocence, they have fallen in love with each other. You know, babies even fall in love with their father and mother, so what's the big deal? Everybody can fall in love so deeply and so intensive, you know. Sometimes I meet the children and they give you a hug and they, like they don't want to let you go, no? Oh, and then, not, and it's a love, it's the nature of people. We want to love, we want to be loved. It is something intrinsically in there, in everyone. It's very amazing how much love is there. That loving potential which is getting lost. Then Radha and Krishna showing the divine Leela in Vrindavan, in this land, where the 8-year-old Krishna is there inviting all the beautiful girls of Braja. Now let's have a good, nice love dance. And they're dancing so beautifully, Radha and Krishna in the middle, and the whole demigods from all the other planets coming and seeing these beautiful children dancing and loving. They're showering flowers on them unlimitedly, and see, this is the paramount love dance which the whole world can participate in, which is beyond lust, but it does have apparent similarity. This apparent similarity actually indicates that the divine family which we belong to, because we are all born in family, no? Both our body is born in a family and our spirit is also born in a family. Our spirit came about in the love of Radha and Krishna. In that divine love, the spirit of expanding and sharing just came about. And then you could say, yes, it is a perverted reflection. But here you go. There is one of the examples of this. Here is a boy who came into this world by the love of his parents. They wanted to share this love they feel for each other with their children, and then they want to give them that love which they feel, so that that love in him becomes so mature that again he can share it with his next generations and generations. So the perverted reflection of love is lust. But the reflection of family, spiritual family, to the eternal family, this is not perverted. There is a prototype, there's an example. What is that prototype? He says, it's all what you like. And she's saying, no, it's all what you like. Material world is, it's all what I like. And she said, no, it's all what I like. That is the difference here. This absolute, incredible difference between love and lust. Love means my pleasure. Love means your pleasure. And lust means my pleasure. So this is what we are here to learn. Vrindavan is the land of love, and the material world is the land of lust. So therefore, when we're looking at Vrindavan, we have to have the eyes of innocence, the eyes of submission. We have to see Vrindavan from the core of our heart. We are talking about our father and mother, our eternal spiritual father and mother. They have given birth to our soul. They are more important than this worldly father and mother, with all due respect to them, because they are the gone by fathers and mothers, and the spiritual father and mothers of our existence. They are eternal, and our relationship with them is eternal. How many fathers and mothers I had in this material world before I was born in this, I can't remember. There's many instances in the Vedas where people had left the body and then they were called back, and then they were asking, who's calling me back? Why? Like in the case of Chittaketu, no? The son was called back, and he said, which father called me back? I had so many fathers already. And when the father heard that, he was enlightened. He says, my illusion is gone. I shouldn't look for my temporary fathers and mothers. In the same way, you shouldn't look for your temporary lust. This lust, again, lust in this world is my pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure. I want another girl. I want to enjoy this. I want to enjoy sex. I want to enjoy money. I want to enjoy power. I want to enjoy to be highly respected. That is the world of illusion. This is the I, me, mine. This is your theater, where actually nobody really likes you. If they look at you, it's just like see if they can take something from you, but not because they really admire you. A man looks at the beautiful form of a woman in lust, then he wants to touch her, enjoy her, and then maybe he wants to repeat that enjoyment, and then he wants to get rid of her. Because a person who you have touched, who you have sex with, becomes your lifelong commitment. But then how people can go to a prostitute, have sex with her, pay her some money, say, I have nothing to do, I paid for it. This is sinful. You know that very well. Our heart tells us this is not right. So therefore, the nature of love is so, it is committing. And our parents, they were so kind to be committed, so that they brought us up as their child in their family. And Krishna, he's so committed with his sons and daughters that he goes right into their heart and accompanies them on the journey on from now. When you will come back home, when will you decide to go to your original parents? When you decide that I want to do what they want me to do, when you decide to love them and all your brothers and sisters, then the Lord will make all the arrangement and you can return to your eternal realm. It is the eternal realm because that's where you were generated. You were generated in this love. How this takes place, nobody really knows. Even the Vedas have not given a chronological description of when and where the jiva has been generated, in a sense. It is just one thing. You, my son, have parents, spiritual parents. Who are they? Divine energy? Yeah, of course. Divine energy is everything. Even your potatoes on your plate is divine. On your plate is divine energy. I mean, there's divine energy everywhere, no? But behind the divine energy there was a plant. And behind the plant there was a seed. And behind the seed there was somebody who planted the seed. So you just look at your potato and you say, thanks to the potatoes and the tomatoes I can live now. That is a very superficial vision. You have to go a bit deeper, my friend. You have to go to the origin, and the origin is hidden behind the veil of secretness of love. Only the loving souls are allowed to enter there. Those who are defiant, those who are challenging, those who say, I want to know it all because I want to be the master of all. Okay, go to the rat hole. There you can be the master in your rat hole. And see, maybe you get the rat wife and the rat kitties, and you think, now I'm the big rat. Yes? Like this, there's many rats in this world and many other species. But if you want to find the truth, the secret of your origin, if you want to find your eternal parents, those who brought you into existence, those who love you so much, those who make you like we say, man is made after the image of God. Wow. Interesting thing. Of course he's Navayavanam, he's eternal, useful and beautiful. He's not made after the image of one of those ugly men of this world sometimes, no? But man is made after the image of God. This is a very interesting thing. You know, sometimes you see deities of Durga with 10 arms, no? I mean, it looks pretty impressive, but would you like to have a girlfriend with 10 arms? It would be a bit strange, wouldn't it be? So somehow this two-armed form, this one head and not 4 or 10, this heartfelt person, the soul, no? This is God's own design. That is God's own plan, and the creativity. I mean, if you look what God has given to man, He has given him these hands. What he can do? The guy takes a violin and plays amazing violin playing. No? Another one he takes and he puts a keyboard and he starts playing symphonies and all that. Another one takes the hands, takes a chisel and makes a sculpture. What God has given man with these two hands is so amazing. Everything these men are doing are completely surprising. So in love, in the arts of love, you want to do everything the most beautiful for your Lord of Love. You want to offer the best jewelry, the best painting, the best dancing, the best everything. You know, when you see the Bharatanatyam dancers dancing for the deity, oh, it is so nice, it is so beautiful, it is such a harmony, it is such a soothing eye experience. But the whole life, the whole mission of love of Vrindavan is the artistic offering of making for the Lord the best of the best, not the best arrangements. And the best of the best arrangements is where you give the Lord your heart at His disposal in a very innocent way, just like a child gives his heart to someone. Just as an innocent lover declares his love to somebody in purity. That is spiritual, and it's the origin of love when it is given to God and to all in its appreciation, as the Bhagavad Gita has pointed out. Bhagavad Gita, as I told you yesterday, is an invitation to the land of love. Now you may say that is all very emotional and very sentimental, and you are darn wrong. This is not emotional, this is not sentimental. This is simply appreciating the letters Krishna has spoken. This is simply giving an evaluation to the value of life. I think my life, and I'm not talking about a physical life, I'm thinking my life, my love life, my heart life, and in this I could say, to make it more clear, my love for you is the greatest gift I've been given in my life. If I could not love you, if I'd be indifferent to you, or if I'd be exploitative of you, then my life would not have anything good to show for. And I can't show you what I did yesterday, because that's yesterday. I have to show you what I do today. So the love we feel for each other, the gift to do things together in this world, is a preparation for our eternal life, because obviously we are not going to stay here. Even if we create the most pleasant environment, still one of the days you're going to go, or maybe I go before you. Either way, we are going to go. Are we ever going to see each other again? Well, first question is, do we want to see each other again? Well, I want to see my Lord again. I want to serve Him more directly, not only in my heart. But of course, He's so kind. He's letting me serve Him in your heart. And that's very nice. I'm very satisfied with this. This is very rewarding that I can serve my Lord in your heart. But there's a longing also to serve Him more directly. But He prefers me to train myself to serve Him at a safe distance. Because maybe I'm much too impure still. Maybe I'm much too envious. Maybe I get close to Krishna and I see him dance with Radharani, and I'm going to think, wow, is she a pretty girl? I would like to have her as mine. Huh? She's really so pure and so wonderful, maybe. And then Krishna's going to look at you, you come here to give trouble. You see, in the Krishna Lila, people came and challenged Krishna, wanted to take his gopis away. Even that was there, so the tendency is there in the conditioned soul. Like money belongs to God, beautiful women belongs to God, fame belongs to God, everything belongs to God, and man is running after fame, money, and women. So it's not so unnatural to be envious, and therefore we have to learn to serve God first with love, and serve Him in our friends, in our companions, in our family, and in this way make in our life Vrindavan a reality. Now I finished my words today because you got enough to digest here, and we take a little breakfast real fast, because there's no question we want to be punctual, because we want to be back here tonight. So in order to be and to also appreciate and see and dance and make offerings and whatever we are going to do, all this we are going to Bhakti, take Govardhan to the sacred lake. Question, of course.
Mula mantra that is pointed just to Mahalakshmi and Bhagavan. I mean that mantra, Om Sat Chitananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Bhagavati Sameta Shri Bhagavati Namaha. What do you think about this mantra?
Every name of God is penetrated by the divine blessings of the divine presence. When you talk here about Mula mantras, they are invocations. Today our Mula mantra is the Govardhan mantra, because we're going to the Lila mountains. Have we taken the sacred Govardhan with us? The most sacred mountain of India is going to visit this most sacred mountain of Bulgaria today. And we're going to make a very nice invocation there. So this is, we do not have to compare, but if we want to, then we can say one Krishna name is on such a high level that it needs 3 Rama names to come to one Krishna name. It needs 1,000 Vishnu names to come to one Rama name. So there is this description, this hint is given about the power of the Mahamantra. But then again, it is also said that the Lord has many names and He has put all His powers in all His names and in all His mantras for the respective invocation. But there's one important thing you may take notice, the difference between Madhurya and Aishwarya. Are you aware of that difference? Aishwarya means to worship the Lord in His opulence, Mahalakshmi and Lord Narayan. The very, very powerful, opulent worship of Padmanabha. Have you heard about the temple they recently discovered?
No.
No. In Trivandrum, in the south of India, they just recently discovered that there was a treasure kept in the basement of the temple, which some other they had kept from the eyes of the pujaris. When they opened it, it just happened like 2 months ago, they found something like $12 billion in jewels and gold, such a treasure like nobody ever seen before in the history of mankind. That was
gift
kept.
From Lakshmi?
Huh?
Gift from Lakshmi?
Yeah, that's Lakshmi. That shows the power of Mahalakshmi. $12 billion in the basement of the temple.
Even 20 even I remember.
Well, they're just calculating. It is so humongous that it's just rooms and rooms full of gold and jewels and everything. They just go paying. And if you give it an historical value, then each one of those pieces from such a find would be much more value than the gold value or the jewel value. So it's practically, you can say, an unimaginable treasure. So this is the power of Mahalakshmi, very opulent, and we don't want to go there. We want to go to Vrindavan, to the cottages of love. The Radha and Krishna play in the Yamuna bench, play the flute and bass amongst the lotuses.
No, Mother, it's not about money. It's about just worship. The Divine Mother and Father.
It's a difference between Madhurya and Aishwarya. That's what I'm telling you. You may not be fully aware of that. God has everything. He has the greatest features of power you can imagine. But He has preference for Vrindavan. That was our subject today. Vrindavan, not Vaikuntha.
It's the same, I think.
It's the same, and still it's something special. The original. Anyhow, we're talking another day about that. On the way.